Okay, so we're looking at the last layer now. The last layer is actually broken down into three sub steps. The first step is we want to get the top cross first. So as soon as you finish the second layer, you will be in one of these four positions: dot, 9 o'clock, horizontal bar, or the cross. What we're looking for is the top cross. If it's in none of these positions, then unfortunately your second layer is not yet properly complete. It has to be one of these four. Okay? If it's already on the cross, you can skip this, but I'm presuming it most likely won't be. But the algorithm we need is this one, F, and there's that same set of movements again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now you've probably noticed, I'm going to talk about it now, that it was in these brackets. Okay, the reason why it's in these brackets is because it's a trigger, meaning that set of moves can actually be done very, very quickly. Okay, and I'm gonna try and start showing you that in this one here. So the same algorithm will be done no matter in what position we're in. Okay, so take a look. So from the dot, if you have the dot, it doesn't matter where you are, just hold it in any position because it's always a dot. Ignore the yellow corners, just focus on the edges. So these pieces here. So you may have yellow on these pieces, but ignore those. We only want the edges. So from the dot, let's do the algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. So from the dot, anywhere. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now take a look. This here is actually 9 o'clock. It may look like there's like a Z of some sort, but ignore the corner. We only want the edges. So we want to position this so that it is 9 o'clock. There it is, 9 o'clock. So it might not be, like I showed you here, it might not be exactly like a 9 o'clock. So it might have been this, or this, or this. Well, as you can see, you can just rotate it so that it is 9 o'clock. So from 9 o'clock, hold it so that this is front, so 9 o'clock, this is front. Do the exact same algorithm again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. We will get a horizontal bar. Once again, you might get extra corners here or there, but we only care about the bar. If you get a vertical bar, well, it's not too difficult if you just rotate so that it is horizontal. So if you get this, it's vertical, just rotate the cube, and now it's horizontal. From the horizontal bar, we do the exact same algorithm again. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Now, I'm going to try and introduce this idea of a trigger for you. So if you do F, and that set of moves, if you've done it enough times, you can do it very quickly. Take a look. Holding it with these three fingers. 1, 2, 3. R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. I'll reverse that. So from the bar, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. Regardless of how you do it, you will get a cross with maybe a few extra corners here or there. So recapping this, from the dot, do the algorithm, and you might get 9 o'clock, or horizontal bar. If you're on 9 o'clock, hold it so that it is 9 o'clock, like this. Do the algorithm and you will get a bar. If it's horizontal or vertical, just make sure it is horizontal. And then from the horizontal bar, you will go to the top cross. So our goal, our next goal, is getting all the yellow on top here. Okay, so from this step, you need to be very, very observant which way the pieces are facing before doing any of these algorithms. Now, these are the bird's eye view of what I'm showing you here. So for example, I'm going to need to zoom in here. Okay, so if the bird's eye view now, we want this top view from what you're seeing. So normally you're looking at the cube like this. I want you to quickly look at top and look at the shape that you have. Is this, well, if you take a look at left fish should look like this. There should be a yellow here. This is not left fish. If you rotate it this way, this is right fish, because if you take a look, those yellow pieces are facing exactly as the right fish is showing. Look, it's facing like this. I'll match it. Facing this way, facing this way, facing this way. So this here is right fish. So from right fish, we do this algorithm. This is where it gets a little bit tricky for you all now. So facing here, take a look. Right facing outwards. It's going to be R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. And you will get all yellow on top. Okay, so that's just one example. I'm going to take you through all the different examples of what it'll look like. Okay, so I hope to see you then in the next video.